but it's full of like you can taste the coconut, and it is cooked to perfection. At the moment is, like I said, I don't know if it's just because of delivery from where it is to my house or what. It's just a little bit on the cold side. Oh, so the Madras it does have quite a fiery taste to it, and you know with that tomato. Welcome back to Spicy Manchester, where some people like it hot, but I like it extra spicy. Okay, I've just got my order delivered from Spice Tower in Offerton. What I ordered was some sheep kebabs, some coconut rice, and it was granny style Madras, so it's like a secret recipe. This is how it's come. I got some mango chutney, some onions, and some yogurt dip, and some side salad. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual dishes. That's your sheep kebab. This is your granny style Madras. It's lamb tikka Madras. And your coconut rice. Okay, I'm going to serve this up on a dish now, and I'm going to eat it and review it. Okay, so I've ordered from the Spice Tower. Now, quite a big menu here. And I've heard that it's got some good reviews. And then, like I said, what I ordered was sheep kebab, coconut rice, and granny style Madras. Now, looking at the granny style Madras, I can actually see that there's a nice sized potato in there, and like I say, it's lamb tikka. So what I'm going to do, I'm first going to try some of the sheep kebab. I get two decent sizes, obviously with some fried wings or whatever, no bits of pepper. Let's see what it tastes like. That's a good sheep kebab. Plenty of spice in it, plenty of flavour. Like I said, I'm going to try a bit with a bit of onion and a bit of the pepper. See what it tastes like. Very good dish, that. Very good dish. Okay, so now on to the lamb tikka, lamb style Madras with coconut pilau rice. Like I said, first thing I noticed, size of that potato in there. Looks like there's a bit of chopped garlic, obviously, a few peppers, and it's like quite a thick sauce. Now the red onions that I've got as a side dish, I just put them in there, a bit more flavour. But like I say, try that bit of the coconut rice by itself. A little bit cold. I'm not sure why it's cold. Try again. Yeah, the rice is cold, but it's full of like you can taste the coconut, and it is cooked to perfection. Let's try a bit of the lamb tikka in the granny style Madras. Really nice. Lamb tikka is really has a lot of the flavour from the lamb and the actual tikka it's cooked in. The sauce of the Madras does have quite a fiery taste to it, and with that tomato, but it's very nice. I mean, same again. It's probably not cold. It's warm. So the only thing at the moment is, like I said, I don't know if it's just because of delivery from where it is to my house or what, it's just a little bit on the cold side, but the flavours are definitely there, really nice. And it only took probably about 40 to 50 minutes to, from ordering to get it delivered, so it's not bad waiting time either. So what I'll do, I'm going to finish all this and then I'll give you my review. Thank you. Okay, and now for my review of Spice Tower in Offerton. So like I said, I showed you the menu. Quite a big menu. I mean, look at that. A3 size, whatever it is. Now they have quite a lot of choice really. Like even fish, sea bass and stuff like that. Regarding taste, regarding delivery and everything else, I will now tell you. Okay, like I said, I ordered the shish kebabs, the granny style lamb tikka, I think it's like their style. Well, it says here, I'll read it to you. It says chicken or lamb tikka cut to Granny's age-old, fairly hot tangy recipe with baby potatoes and freshly roasted garlic. Now, compared to a normal madras, this is what it says for a normal madras. Nation's hot favourite dish made with tomato puree, garlic, ginger and grounded chilies. And I had that with coconut rice, pilau rice. Now, I've never had that before, it's the first time. So, let's get straight to the review. Now, like I said, the prices wise, I'll tell you the price. So, the sheet kebabs were £6.50. You got two decent sizes, with fried onions and a bit of pepper. The granny style madras lamb tikka was £14.90, and the let me just find it on here. The rice, the coconut pilau rice was £4.50. Okay, so if we deliver, like I said, in all, it was actually not too bad for delivering that. But, and this is why I'm saying but, on trying it, it was all cold, which was a bit disappointing. Now, it's not too far from my house, but you can get stuck in some of the traffic coming here. I don't know if that was a problem, but to me it was still a very good time they did it in, so not sure what's happened there. So, first of all, the sheet kebab, there was spice in it. There was a lot of flavour. It was really nice. I can't fault it in that sense. It was just lukewarm, the sheet kebab. It weren't cold, it was just slightly warm. It needed to be hotter. And then I'll start off with the coconut pilau rice. The flavour of the coconut was there. It's actually really lovely. The rice was cooked to perfection, but it was cold. It was no heat in it at all, which was a bit disappointing. And then onto the granny style lamb tikka madras. So as you can see from that, what I had, they had little baby potatoes in it. Well, it's quite a big potato really. But the flavour, it was really nice. It's a quite thick sauce, and it had, it did have like a heat level. It was nice. It weren't overpowering that, but the flavour was there. The lamb tikka, I love lamb, but it is hard to cook lamb. Now the lamb tikka, you can obviously taste the lamb and the tikka. It was nice, but I think I only had. You got a few decent sizes pieces in there, but I only had one that was not chewy. The rest were quite chewy and fatty. I know it's a fatty meat, which doesn't normally, but it's quite chewy. It took me a bit of time to eat it, so maybe they just need to slow cook it. Or cook it for longer. But the flavour was there, and it is nice. Same again, that was lukewarm. So once I sort of like showed the view, I then turned the camera off and heated it up in the microwave so I could enjoy it. Now obviously once I heated it up, it was nice. I can't fault it. It's just oncoming, it was cold. But like I said, I don't know where the problem was, if it was just on the delivery or what, because it didn't seem to take too long, so I'm not sure where it went wrong. It was just cold. Maybe they didn't have it in, because it's quite cold out, so maybe they didn't have in the bags for carrying food that contain the heat that I can't think what they're called. But you know where I'm going with this anyway. Maybe he didn't have it. It was just in the the carrier bag. I don't know. But overall, what can I say? The food was nice. The flavour was there, so I can't really fault it. It was just cold. That was it. So it's just brought the racing down a little bit. Now it does say in here 20% off on collection. I don't know if you can see that. So obviously maybe you probably might be best going collecting it, but you don't know how long it's been out, but obviously that'll bring the price down as well. But flavour wise, and from the menu is actually quite quite, like I say, quite a good menu really. They have quite a lot of dishes. I mean, I'm going to go very slowly. I don't know how much you can see of it. Quite boring really, but hey. And then obviously on the back, so variety wise, great choice. Flavour, great. It's just slightly disappointing because it was cold. Like I said, it has to heat up in the microwave. Now, I know I don't really like heating stuff in the microwave because obviously you can only reheat stuff so many times. And I'm presuming this is all freshly cooked, so it shouldn't be a problem. But if it's something like batch cooking they've done and it's been reheated, and then I'm having to reheat it, it can cause problems. So I don't really like doing that. So that's why I'm gonna knock it down slightly on the rating. But overall, if the food was hot, came hot, I'll give it 4.5 stars out of 5. But I'm only going off on what I've had today, and because it's cold, I'd give it 3.5 stars out of 5. Now, if this was changed, like I said, it would be up to 4.5 stars. Okay, so thank you for joining me. It's Spicy Manchester, where some people like it hot, but I like it extra spicy. Join me next week for another video. Take care.